thing. Let's do this.
There's a man in the woods.
Alright.
I don't see any woods. There's a car.
Well, now I see a man. So that's...
We're halfway there.
We're getting closer.
50%
Heading in
of
the right
the rest.
direction. Huh. That is a tiny car.
There's a man.
That's a long face.
That's what the title of this is.
Respectable.
Why?
Before the story started, this school was still respectable. My students used to skip down the hill to the honeysuckle, pluck a couple, and collect their nectar till they picked their fill. Except one obnoxious kid, Sid, who just watched them eat the flowers while he seethed and scowled because he couldn't bear to share his sweet treats throughout our recess hours. I remember Sid saying, "There's a man in the woods."
I love the rhyming of this.
That's how the rumors began. Of course, Sid had spotted him first. The poor kids. He got him immersed in his spiel about a serial killer whose gun barrel glint hints at peril. A visit to the nurse, or worse, a hearse, waiting just beyond the dale.
That's kind of creepy.
The children saw him everywhere. Look, over there. That man had Batman ears. We swear. And crazy yellow eyes.
What?
We saw something rusty. His shotgun? It must be. I saw a lady's severed thigh.
What?
Trust me, every word I heard was absurd. Yet each day Sid would stray down way past the playground. Who else was brave enough to save us from the killer's next plot? The rest of the lot would stop back at the black
Is that lava?
sure that any closer they were bound to be found deep in the woods, left to rot. I pleaded for the kids to think and
This is
learn
really
to be
somber. I
mature,
think
but
I
after a
need to
few
read
more rumors doomed
Yeah.
my attempts to
Is this
prove
like
the
the teacher
school
or
was
the
secure,
principal?
their fear
Teacher,
was
teacher.
undeterred, and when the buses drove them all home, the parents finally heard. Everything just blew up.
Oh
I
gosh.
received a wall of emails and calls full of shrieks, wails, and all from terrified families who'd heard word of the murderer and didn't
So is
like
this
my
just like
lack
one
of
day at the
action at all.
playground?
What was I supposed to do?
And they all go
Comb the
home?
whole forest?
Apparently.
Yeah, right. With you? That means I didn't care? That's not fair. The stories that worried you weren't true. Of course I would feel regret had there been
Oh,
a real
no.
threat and I ignored
He's
it.
the man
And some
in the
poor
woods.
kid got kidnapped while the kids were napping. But you couldn't
He lost
admit
his
that your good
job.
little kid would formulate a
And he's
fit
like
so he
becoming
ignored what I
alcoholic. He
said.
saw the
Your
bottles
little
in his
angels
front
could
seat.
never cook up such incredible creations. An overactive
Heads up, 7 up.
imagination maybe, but my kid could never lie. How dare I? Accuse a child of being dishonest? Just monstrous. The parents were displeased, and when the PTA took action, they dismissed me from the classroom. Why, they knew what was best for their kids.
Lunchables.
You know how difficult it is to get a job when a bitter mom slanders your rep with child neglect from the outset? Now who's in control of your classes? Single file lines?
Posing as the man in the woods, so he
Little
can
vile swine, a killer
Oh,
on
dear.
time. Really? Are you blind? Will you find your spines? Sid, a child decides to fill our minds with lies, and the next thing you see is people treating me like I'm committing crime. I was in my prime. Those kids were lucky to have me. Do you see what you did? But I can play along.
God, this is
I
intense.
can be good.
Uh-oh.
Do you hear that, Sid? There's a man in the woods.
Oh snap. Oh god.
Well, that...
That's terrifying.
Dang gone, man.
Oh man.
Wait,
What? That escalated so quickly.
why did they want us to watch that so bad?
I have no
I mean,
idea.
the kid was totally
I
pumped.
didn't
but
say
I don't wanna-
anything to that, but that's because I was